This is words that burn.
Absorb, going there. You needed that.
Welcome to an incredible journey through rock history. Today, we're unveiling the hidden stories of music legends who shaped not just the sound of their era, but also paved the way for LGBTQ plus acceptance in the industry. Let's dive in. 1. Pioneers of Pride, the bass prodigy Andy Fraser. At just 15 years old, Andy Fraser wasn't your typical teenager. As the gay bassist and founding member of Free, he helped create one of rock's most enduring anthems, All Right Now. Picture this. Before most kids finished high school, Fraser was already sharing stages with legends. His musical journey began when he met mentor Alex Corner, leading to his first major gig with John Mayall at 15. By 16, he had formed Free, a band that would revolutionize hard rock and electrify crowds at the historic Isle of Wight Festival in 1970. After Free's dissolution in 1973, Fraser's creative spirit led him to form Sharks, while his bandmates Paul Rodgers and Simon Kirke found success with Bad Company. 2. New Wave Royalty, Boy George's Cultural Revolution. Do you really want to hurt me? Wasn't just a chart topper, it was Boy George's declaration of authenticity. As the openly gay frontman of Culture Club, he transformed the 1980s music scene with his gender-bending fashion and soul-stirring vocals. The band's multicultural lineup featuring Irish, Black, and Jewish members reflected their universal appeal. Their string of hits, including Karma Chameleon and Church of the Poisoned Mind, dominated airways while Boy George's fearless expression of identity inspired a generation. 3. Dusty Springfield. Dusty Springfield, the powerhouse behind Son of a Preacher Man, navigated her career as a closeted lesbian. Coming out as bisexual in 1970 was her first step toward authenticity, though the full truth remained concealed to protect her career. Her soulful voice and collaboration with artists like Elton John cemented her legacy as a musical icon who dared to live her truth, even in challenging times. 4 and 5. Folk rock's hidden love, Art Garfunkel's musical journey. One half of the most influential folk rock duos in history, Art Garfunkel's story goes far beyond the harmonies that made him famous. Growing up in the close-knit Jewish community of Forest Hills, Queens, young Art found both his musical calling and a lifelong friend in Paul Simon during their primary school days. Their shared passion for music would later blossom into one of the most celebrated partnerships in musical history. The duo's journey began in the late 1950s when they were still teenagers, drawing heavy inspiration from the tight harmonies of the Everly Brothers. They started by performing doo-wop, the trending genre of the time, in school performances and local venues. Their natural chemistry and distinctive vocal blend soon set them apart from other aspiring musicians. As a bisexual artist in an era when such identities were rarely acknowledged, Art brought a unique sensitivity to their music that resonated deeply with audiences. Their debut album, Wednesday Morning, 3 a.m., though initially overlooked, would later be recognized as a cornerstone of the folk rock movement. The album showcased not just their musical prowess, but also their ability to capture the complex emotions and social consciousness of the 1960s. Art's crystalline tenor voice, combined with Paul's songwriting genius, created a sound that would influence generations of musicians. Their harmonies on classics like The Sound of Silence and Bridge Over Troubled Water demonstrated not just technical excellence, but also an emotional depth that spoke to millions regardless of their background or orientation. 6. New wave icons Fred Schneider and the B-52s. Fred Schneider brought something entirely unique to rock music, a distinctive spoken word delivery that would help define the B-52s signature sound. As an openly gay performer, Schneider co-wrote the band's breakthrough hit Rock Lobster with bandmate Ricky Wilson, creating a quirky masterpiece that launched them into the spotlight. His flamboyant stage presence and unmistakable vocal style became not just a hallmark of the B-52s sound, but a defining element of the new wave movement itself. Schneider's unapologetic authenticity and artistic innovation have made him an enduring icon in both the music industry and the LGBTQ plus community, proving that being true to oneself can be the key to creating something truly original. 7. Pete Townshend, The Who's guitar revolutionary. As The Who's guitarist and primary songwriter, Pete Townshend's creative genius has left an indelible mark on rock history. Alongside Roger Daltrey, he continues to electrify audiences worldwide with his innovative guitar work and songwriting prowess. His self-taught guitar skills would eventually shape masterpieces like Tommy, Quadrophenia, and Who's Next, revolutionizing the rock opera genre. In 1964, while still at art school, Townshend's musical talent had already surpassed his professor's expectations. Following his artistic instincts, he dropped out to pursue music full-time, joining the band that would evolve into The Who. Initially suggesting the name The Hair, a testament to his creative thinking, the group briefly performed as The High Numbers before settling on their iconic name. 8. From Styx to Advocacy, Chuck Panozzo's journey. As a founding member of Styx, Chuck Panozzo helped create the soundtrack to a generation. The Chicago native bassist contributed to countless hits like Lady, Renegade, and Come Sail Away, cementing Styx's position in the progressive rock pantheon. However, his most courageous performance came in 2001 when he publicly came out as gay and revealed his AIDS diagnosis. During Styx's peak in the 1970s, Panozzo lived a double life, often separating from the band to explore gay bars while on tour. Today, he's transformed his personal struggles into powerful advocacy, championing LGBTQ+ rights and AIDS awareness. His continued part-time performances with Styx serve as both musical expression and personal therapy. 9. David Bowie, the chameleon of rock. From Ziggy Stardust to the Thin White Duke, David Bowie's artistic metamorphoses captivated audiences worldwide. His 1969 breakthrough Space Oddity marked the beginning of an extraordinary career that would continuously push boundaries of both music and identity. Together with his wife Angie, Bowie openly embraced his bisexuality during the 1970s, challenging social norms and inspiring countless fans to embrace their authentic selves. Drawing inspiration from American rock and roll, skiffle, and Bob Dylan's poetic lyrics, Bowie collaborated with legendary artists like Lou Reed, Iggy Pop, and Mark Bolan. His influence on Reed's Transformer album and his dynamic appearances alongside Bolan showcased his versatility as an artist. Through timeless classics like Changes, Starman, and Heroes, Bowie's legacy continues to inspire new generations, proving that authenticity and artistic innovation go hand in hand. 10. Johnny Mathis, a voice that transcended generations. With a career spanning from the 1950s through the 1970s, Johnny Mathis's velvet voice captivated audiences worldwide. His journey from a talented young artist to an LGBTQ+ icon showcases the power of living authentically. In a groundbreaking 2017 interview with CBS News Sunday Morning, Mathis finally shared his truth with characteristic grace. "I come from San Francisco. It's not unusual to be gay in San Francisco. I've had some girlfriends, some boyfriends, just like most people, but I never got married." 11. Leslie Gore, the voice of teen revolution. Before she could even graduate high school, Leslie Gore had already topped the charts with It's My Party. Discovered by the legendary Quincy Jones, Gore's powerful voice and magnetic presence made her a teenage sensation. Her performances on The Tammy Show in 1964 remain iconic, capturing the essence of 1960s pop culture. While her music spoke to young hearts everywhere, Gore privately wrestled with her identity during her college years. Though she eventually embraced her lesbian identity, she chose to keep this aspect of her life private until after her peak career years, demonstrating the complex navigation of personal truth and public persona in the entertainment industry. 12. Lou Reed, the wild side of rock. As the bisexual frontman of The Velvet Underground, Lou Reed revolutionized rock music with his raw, poetic lyrics and fearless approach to storytelling. His move to New York City in 1964 sparked a creative revolution when he joined forces with John Cale and Sterling Morrison. Under Andy Warhol's mentorship, the band created the groundbreaking album The Velvet Underground and Nico, whose influence far exceeded its initial commercial success. Reed's personal struggles, including traumatic shock therapy sessions imposed by his father, influenced powerful tracks like Kill Your Sons. After leaving the Velvet Underground in 1970, his solo career soared with hits like Walk on the Wild Side and Satellite of Love. His legacy lives on through timeless classics like Sunday Morning, Heroin, and Sweet Jane, each demonstrating his unparalleled ability to transform personal experience into universal art. 13. Nona Hendryx, soul sister, sonic pioneer. As the powerhouse vocalist of LaBelle, bisexual artist Nona Hendryx helped create the immortal Lady Marmalade and other soul classics. A distant cousin of rock legend Jimi Hendrix, she brought her own revolutionary spirit to music, launching a successful solo career with her self-titled 1977 album. Her collaborations with music icons like Tina Turner, Nancy Wilson, and Peter Gabriel showcased her versatility, while her involvement in Artists United Against Apartheid demonstrated her commitment to social justice. In a candid 2001 interview with The Advocate, Hendryx openly discussed her sexuality, adding another layer to her legacy as both an artist and activist. 14. Debbie Harry, Blondie's fearless icon. Rising to fame in the electrifying era of the 70s and 80s, Debbie Harry transformed the music landscape as Blondie's charismatic frontwoman. With chart-topping hits like Heart of Glass, One Way or Another, and Call Me, she became the face of new wave and punk rock movements. But Harry's journey to stardom wasn't a straight path. Her eclectic career included stints with the Wind in the Willows in the 60s and even time as a go-go dancer and Playboy bunny, experiences that would later inform her bold artistic persona. In a groundbreaking 2014 interview with the Daily Mail, Harry fearlessly embraced her bisexuality, challenging societal norms with characteristic candor. I find it very strange that people are less willing to accept that you're bisexual if you've had long-term relationships predominantly with men, she remarked, sparking important conversations about identity and acceptance. Her activism reached new heights when she boycotted the Sochi Olympics in protest of Russia's anti-LGBTQ+ policies. 15. Janis Joplin, Pearl's Hidden Truth. The raw, soulful voice of bisexual icon Janis Joplin still echoes through rock history. As the powerhouse frontwoman of Big Brother and The Holding Company, she captured audiences with her electrifying performances and unmatched vocal prowess. Born in conservative Port Arthur, Texas, Joplin found her true artistic home in San Francisco's vibrant counterculture scene, where she collaborated with luminaries like Jorma Kaukonen before joining Big Brother in 1966. Her breakthrough at the Monterey Pop Festival launched her into superstardom, leading to legendary performances at Woodstock and timeless hits like Piece of My Heart and Ball and Chain. Though her life was tragically cut short at 27, her influence continues to inspire generations of artists. 16. Barry Manilow, late but proud. After decades in the spotlight, beloved singer-songwriter Barry Manilow made headlines in 2017 when he bravely came out as gay at 73. Despite fears of fan backlash, Manilow chose authenticity, publicly acknowledging his relationship with partner and now husband Gary Keefe, whom he married in 2014. The creator of timeless classics like Copacabana and Mandy proved that it's never too late to embrace your truth, paving the way for greater LGBTQ+ visibility in the music industry. 17. The Singing Nun, An Unexpected Love Story. The story of the Singing Nun, who achieved international fame with her 1963 hit Dominique, reveals an unexpected journey of self-discovery. After leaving convent life in 1966, she reconnected with Annie Putcher, a friend from summer camp who harbored romantic feelings for her. Their friendship blossomed into a profound 14-year love story, though later years brought financial struggles despite her earlier success including a disco revival of Dominique. Their tale reminds us that love often finds its way through unexpected paths. 18. Annie and the Singing Nun, A Tragic Love Story. Together with Annie Patcher, the Singing Nun's compassion extended beyond music when they established a groundbreaking center for children with autism. However, their dreams were shattered when the center was forced to close. In a heartbreaking turn of events in 1985, overwhelmed by mounting financial pressures and personal struggles, the couple made the devastating decision to end their lives together, leaving behind a legacy of both love and loss. 19. Morrissey, the voice of Manchester's underground. As the enigmatic frontman of the Smiths, Morrissey's artistic expression was profoundly shaped by his experiences in Manchester's thriving gay scene during the 1970s. Alongside guitarist Johnny Marr, he crafted lyrics that masterfully wove themes of sexuality and identity into the band's signature sound. His autobiography candidly reveals his first romantic relationship with a man, while songs like This Charming Man, Handsome Devil, and Hand in Glove subtly yet powerfully address themes of homosexuality, resonating deeply with fans searching for representation in music. 20. Pete Burns, Defying Convention. Dead or Alive's charismatic frontman Pete Burns revolutionized pop culture with his fearless approach to gender expression and style. Before achieving worldwide fame with the infectious hit You Spin Me Round Like a Record, in 1985, Burns honed his craft in Liverpool's underground scene, working at a record shop and briefly leading the gothic band Nightmares in Dreamtime. His bold androgynous appearance and magnetic stage presence challenged societal norms, though Dead or Alive struggled to replicate their initial success in subsequent releases. 21. Soul Pioneers, Arthur Conley and Jane Wiedlin. Arthur Conley's journey from soul sensation to self-discovery led him from America to Europe, where he reinvented himself as Lee Roberts. His 1967 hit Sweet Soul Music, produced by mentor Otis Redding, showcased his extraordinary talent, though societal pressures regarding his sexuality ultimately influenced his decision to relocate abroad. Meanwhile, Jane Wiedlin of the Go-Go's brought her dynamic energy to new wave music, co-writing the band's iconic hit Our Lips Are Sealed with Terry Hall of the Specials. Her creative force helped establish the Go-Go's as pioneers in the all-female band movement. 22. John Lennon. Beyond his revolutionary contributions to the Beatles and profound solo career, John Lennon's personal journey included aspects less known to the public. In 2015, Yoko Ono revealed that Lennon identified as bisexual, adding another layer to the complex identity of one of music's most influential figures. This revelation sparked new discussions about sexuality and identity in rock history, proving that even decades after his passing, Lennon's legacy continues to challenge and expand our understanding of musical icons. 23. June Millington, Fanny's guitar pioneer. As the lead guitarist of Fanny, June Millington blazed a trail that would inspire generations of female musicians. Alongside her sister Jean, she helped form one of rock's first all-female bands to sign with a major label. Their groundbreaking performances challenged the male-dominated music industry of the 1970s, proving that women could rock just as hard as their male counterparts. Millington's innovative guitar work and fearless stage presence made Fanny a force to be reckoned with. Their albums, including Charity Ball and Mother's Pride, showcased technical prowess and musical sophistication that earned respect from industry veterans and inspired countless women to pick up instruments. 24. George Michael, Faith in Authenticity. From the infectious energy of Wham! To his remarkable solo career, George Michael's journey to self-acceptance became an inspiration for millions. His transformation from teen idol to serious artist coincided with his personal evolution, culminating in his brave decision to come out as gay in 1998. The superstar's legacy includes not just chart-topping hits like Faith, Freedom, 90, and Outside, but also his fearless advocacy for LGBTQ+ rights. Michael's later works often addressed his sexuality directly, using his platform to challenge stigma and promote acceptance. His autobiographical album Older particularly reflected this newfound openness, proving that authenticity could coexist with commercial success. 25. Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Breaking Boundaries. Holly Johnson and Paul Rutherford brought unapologetic queerness to mainstream pop with Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Their controversial hit Relax became an anthem of sexual liberation despite, or perhaps because of, being banned by the BBC. The band's provocative image and explicit themes, showcased in songs like Two Tribes and The Power of Love, challenged conservative social norms while dominating charts worldwide. 26. Pioneers of Pride, Janis Ian. Folk singer Janis Ian's journey from teenage prodigy to openly lesbian artist spans decades of musical evolution. Her Grammy-winning song at 17 spoke to outsiders everywhere, while her coming out in 1993 added another layer to her legacy of authenticity. Meanwhile, 27. Johnny Ray. Johnny Ray, whose emotional performances earned him the nickname the Prince of Wales, influenced early rock and roll despite living in an era when his sexuality had to remain hidden. His impact on artists like the Beatles proves that even closeted performers could shape the future of music. The B-52S's Kate Pierson added another voice to this chorus of pioneers when she came out as bisexual later in life. Her marriage to Monica Coleman in 2015 marked another milestone in the ongoing story of LGBTQ+ representation in rock music, proving that it's never too late to embrace your truth. 28. The B-52's Kate Pierson, Love, Advocacy, and Rock. Kate Pierson's journey extends far beyond her iconic role in the B-52s. After decades of musical innovation, she openly embraced her bisexual identity and became a powerful voice for LGBTQ+ rights. Her 11-year relationship with Monica Coleman, culminating in their marriage, reflects her commitment to living authentically. Pierson's advocacy for transgender rights stems from personal conviction, stating, "As a bisexual woman who's been with both men and women, this is an issue close to my heart." 29. Labi Siffre, Breaking Barriers Through Music. Labi Siffre's influence on modern music runs deeper than many realize. The gay singer-songwriter crafted memorable hits like It Must Be Love and Crying, Laughing, Loving, Lying, but his legacy took an unexpected turn when Eminem sampled I Got The for his 1999 hit My Name Is. The song's distinctive bass line, played by Dave Peacock, and Chaz Hodges' guitar work found new life in hip-hop, leading to its official single release in 2006, 31 years after its creation. Siffre's 49-year relationship with Peter Lloyd, from 1964 until Lloyd's death in 2013, was a testament to enduring love, though they never had the chance to marry before the UK legalized same-sex marriage in 2014. 30. Joan Armatrading, Soul, Sound, and Authenticity. Birmingham-raised lesbian artist Joan Armatrading broke new ground in British music. Starting her journey at 16 performing at Birmingham University, she found her creative stride after meeting longtime collaborator Pam Nestor in 1970. Her self-titled album went gold in the UK, powered by the top 10 hit Love and Affection. The 1980s marked her commercial peak, with gold albums Me, Myself, One, Walk Under Ladders, and The Key. Her 1983 hit Drop the Pilot dominated charts worldwide, reaching #1 in South Africa and achieving top 10 status in Australia. 31. Pete Shelley, Punk's Gentle Revolutionary. The Buzzcocks frontman Pete Shelley brought a unique perspective to punk rock. Standing just 5'4", his clean-cut image contrasted sharply with punk's typical rebellion. As a bisexual artist, he deliberately wrote gender-neutral lyrics to make his music universally relatable, evident in the band's biggest hit about forbidden love. Beyond punk, Shelley explored electronic music, releasing the groundbreaking album Sky Yen, and later works like Homo Sapien and XL1. His song Homo Sapien boldly addressed his sexuality, earning a BBC ban for lyrics celebrating same-sex love. Until his death in 2018, Shelley remained true to his bisexual identity, leaving behind a legacy of authenticity in rock music. 32. Sister Rosetta Tharpe, the godmother of rock. Sister Rosetta. Tharpe wasn't just another performer, she was a revolutionary who helped birth rock and roll itself. Her guitar prowess was legendary, particularly during her electrifying performances at Harlem's Apollo Theater. Despite facing sexist criticism, with people claiming she played like a man, Tharpe consistently outshone her male contemporaries with her innovative techniques and powerful stage presence. In 1944, she made history when her track Strange Things Happen Every Day became the first gospel song to cross over to the Harlem Hit Parade, later known as the R&B charts. Many music historians now consider this groundbreaking recording to be the first true rock and roll song, predating the genre's official birth by several years. Tharpe's personal life was as intriguing as her musical legacy. Her relationship with gospel singer Marie Knight began when Tharpe spotted Knight performing at a Mahalia Jackson concert. Impressed by Knight's talent, Tharpe invited her to tour together, leading to what many believe was more than just a professional partnership. Their chemistry on stage was undeniable, and their collaborative performances became the stuff of legend. Even as the 1960s ushered in a new era of rock and roll, Tharpe remained a vital force in the music scene. She shared stages with blues legends like Muddy Waters, bridging the gap between gospel, blues, and the emerging rock sound. Her influence can be heard in countless artists who followed, from Elvis Presley to Johnny Cash, cementing her place as a true pioneer of rock and roll. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey through rock's hidden LGBTQ plus history. If you enjoyed these fascinating stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on more amazing tales from music history.